Colin Budzyna is the kind of friend you can trust with your life. He's there to tell you when you mess up, but will stay loyal to you through everything. I learned this about him very early on when I said something he didn't like on the playground in 4th grade, and he harassed me about it for the rest of the day. But later, when I got home from school, I received a call on my house phone from Colin apologizing profusely for his behavior. He isn't afraid to tell you how he feels about anything, as I'm sure anyone who has ever spoken with him knows. You can be sure he has an opinion on absolutely everything and will not hesitate to tell you it. His confidence to stand for what he believes in, regardless of other people's opinions, is extremely admirable. He's one of the most inspiring and hardworking people I've ever known. So it's my great pleasure to introduce to you this year's Ivy orator, Colin Budzyna.
Good morning. As we prepare to leave Newburyport High School, I've begun to look back on our time together. Middle school seems like forever ago, and elementary school like ancient history. When you spend 4 years in one place, you become accustomed to it. Now, as we move on to the next stage of our lives, whether it be college, starting a job, a gap year, or serving in the military, it's hard to imagine not returning to Newburyport High School. 4 years is a relatively short amount of time, but in this time, so much has happened to all of us. We've probably learned, grown, and changed more in high school than we did in all of our prior years of education combined. But it's the memories that make this time meaningful. Many of us have been together since elementary school, and for most of us, it was here where we first crossed paths. At the Brez, the Brown, Kelly, IC, charter school, or another elementary school. Together for over a decade, our time can be marked by certain events we all can remember. Our collective memories could begin in 1st grade, when the Red Sox defeated the Curse of the Bambino in the 2004 World Series. I mean, who doesn't remember 3rd grade, the year when High School Musical came out? Right? And how many of us obsessed over The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Or 5th grade, when Fergie's solo album was frequently heard coming out of Miss Riley's room. Fergalicious definition, make the boys go loco. Of course, some of these memories are more serious. We witnessed history in 6th grade when many of us gathered in the Knock Auditorium to view the inauguration of the first African-American president. And during April vacation of our sophomore year, the Boston Marathon was tragically bombed. Now, it's not to say we all have distinct memories of each and every event, but our time together as a class can be measured by so many important moments, some happy, some sad, both local and international, both insignificant and important. No matter your feelings on any event, each is a stop on our journey together as a class. These past 4 years of high school have enriched us and transformed us. Yet one idea sticks and will stay with all of us, no matter where we're going. The lessons we've learned about how to live a good life. In Lit, we've read many stories where characters confront this question: what makes a good life? Chris McCandless and Siddhartha taught us that a simpler life is a better life, and worldly possessions can't bring happiness. Candide learned that cultivating his own garden is the only way to be truly happy. But how does that apply to all of us? Moving in different directions and none of us farming, well, except maybe Leah. What Candide learned and what Voltaire taught us is that doing work that is meaningful and beneficial is the way to find happiness. In many ways, high school is a time for conforming, following rules, scoring high on tests, receiving a good GPA and SAT score. Many people look at sophomore, especially junior, and the start of senior year as a battle for the highest class placement and the best college possible. I once saw it that way. However, this year, our senior year, I found that these pursuits, although ends in themselves, are not the means to happiness. Instead, this happiness derives from finding your place in the world, following your passions, and taking the steps to pursue and embrace who you wish to become. I hope each of us can look back on this year without regrets and know that we have chosen a path in life doing something we love, and know that it's okay to switch paths. Some of us are pursuing the arts, whether music, literature, theater, or visual art. Many people hope to become doctors, nurses, lawyers, accountants, teachers, engineers, and many people are still deciding. Most people are still deciding. We've been told over and over, don't rush. Take the time to learn what's most important to you, and a meaningful life will follow. Ivy Day represents a time of transition, a transfer of leadership from the outgoing seniors to the juniors, the incoming seniors. It's easy for us to entrust leadership of the school to the junior class simply because they've beaten us at everything. But I think we're still all a little bit bitter about Color Day. To the juniors who'll be leading this school as we leave, when you enter your senior year, don't focus solely on your plans after high school, but rather put some of your energy into your class's legacy at Newburyport High. What can you do to make an impact on your community? Because as much pressure as there is to be the best, as David McCullough Jr. says in his famous graduation speech, being the best doesn't make you special. What truly matters is that you do something positive and meaningful to you while giving back. Though most of us have followed rules while inside this school, we as a class have always pushed boundaries, and we will continue to do so as we leave here as unique individuals. As we transfer the leadership of NHS to the new senior class, we, the NHS class of 2015, move on to be leaders of the world. And as a class, we must always remember to look back while moving onward and forward. Good luck, class of 2015. Thank you.